to care for them? Are all female children medical doctors? Let me put it more as we can relate to. Pom 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 pom. Chinaye alpha I dey. Mommy no well oh. She's not feeling well. The doctor will need one of you to come to the hospital and stay put with her, at least to care for her. Then when she's going to be discharged, one of you or two of you will have to be in the house with her, looking after her. Or daddy is not feeling fine. And they always say that the daughters are the ones that are more likely to look after their parents at old age. The daughters are more compassionate towards their old parents. Today we are dissecting a painful but common narrative found in many families: the stark division of labor and value based purely on gender. The premise is simple and perhaps tragically familiar. When discussing the inheritance, the property, the legacy, the family often looks for the male children to step forward. And that is why, till date, some families, even with having beautiful, successful daughters, will want to have at least one male child. They want them to step forward, the inheritors, the keepers of the wealth. Yet, when the same generation of parents falls ill, when the time for unpaid, demanding, round-the-clock caregiving arrives, the focus shifts abruptly. Now, the expectations fall disproportionately on the female children. And this isn't about medical bills. No. To answer the question head on, no. Not all female children are medical doctors. It is not about the medical skills at all as well. It is about deep-seated societal belief that associates financial value and power with masculinity, while associating emotional labor, physical burdens, and selfless sacrifice with femininity. This creates an invisible burden on daughters. They are expected to be the caregivers, sacrificing their careers, their personal time, even their own matrimonial homes, and their financial independence, often without a corresponding share in the wealth they are expected to preserve or benefit from. It's a system where wealth is allocated basically by birthright, but care is assigned by gender. The ethical question we must confront in this conversation today on the sunny side is, why is the burden of care not distributed as equally as the desire for inheritance? Have you ever thought about it? And I know some of you will bring scriptures that say women are not supposed to inherit. But hey, there are parents that are leaving an inheritance for their children's children. And it's not a case of gender. If it's a female child, it's fine. If it's a male child, it's fine. But on a general spectrum, why is the burden of care not distributed as equally as the desire for inheritance? Now, that question was what we put out on our pre-sale. So if you're following us on social media, you may have come across it. And yes, the pre-sale is to give you an opportunity to get first-hand information on what will be discussed on the Sunny Side or on any other show on Nigeria Info. So you are also free to comment, drop your comments. So in course of the conversation, I will definitely read those comments. And some other questions I'd like to ask. Stay with me. Is there an unequal expectation in your family regarding who should inherit the property versus who should provide the full-time care. If property and wealth were legally divided equally among all children, male and female, do you believe the responsibility for parental care will also become more equally shared? Why or why not? Let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah. As I reach house now, the brother called me.
Thank you so much. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name. You see, this make I use this language talk so that it will be easy for everybody to hear me. You see, this talk when the mother sick, tell the child then go come, make you come take care. I say like your girls, child, female children are those who are all often responsible to care for the people. This is a complete Nyampu talk. It's not a true. And I think if such thing happened, that was in the past and not now. I think where female children often provide the care used to be when the husband of the woman is very rich, the woman will now want her parents to come and eat, come and enjoy the wealth of the husband, and not the family of the husband to come in. Her own family will come in. Maybe in such a case, the woman care for her parents. But when it comes to the parents are sick, nowadays it used to be men that provide care for their parents. Because if you call the woman will say, her husband house very busy with the kids, taking care of the kids. I can't leave my kids and come down, please. And the man, of course, will have nobody to attend to, the parents, and the man will be the one to go in to take care. So it is a complete Nyampu talk. Say it is the responsibility of the women are often there to provide care for their parents. It is not nowadays. Yeah? Like I previously said, what I know that reigns now very much is that when the woman has a rich husband and she will want only her parents to come in and enjoy the wealth of the husband and not the family of the husband to come in. So in that case, the women care. That is it.
All right, thank you so much. Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, go ahead. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Miriam from Africa.
Miriam from Makrika, thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Look, Didi, it's not fair at all. It's not fair, honestly. A father that claims he loves his daughter. I love my daughter. At the end of the day, when you want to decrease your wealth, you just focus on your voice. It's not fair, honestly. This is not fair. When I look at this, if you try to reason it deep, it's not fair. If you want treatment, if you want nice, you want to be taken care of, you want your daughter to do that. In fact, at old age, most of our parents want to go to their daughter's houses. You want to be taken care of her. But as a girl, why she's taking care of you? You're taking of your male children to give them your wealth. It's not fair. It's not about, for me, it's not about tradition. It's about you as a human being. But what did you want to do with this your wealth? You are the one. It's not society that gave you this wealth. It is you that earned it. So you want to keep your wealth. You want to share it. But if you share it equally, even if you don't want to call it, okay. If you have some houses, you can say, okay, if you have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, let's say for example, why don't you give the boys one, the girls one, even if they are married, let them be taken care of. Did you know that some really women go to a husband's houses? It's not everybody that finds it guilty. It's not everybody that enjoys it. Some women are going through now. Just like demand working from husband is a problem. It is not, that's what women are going through. It's not easy to them. But when they look at their family, their own family, I think their family has rejected them. There's no hope. When they look back, there's no hope. When they look at there's no hope. They just give them depressed and it's unfortunate. It's not fair. Honestly, if you consider this thing, I heard it from someone, that he kept one of the good class for his 2 daughters. He said he told them, even told their husband, told their husband, if this man must this is your own, it's a permanent house. You can rent it out. If you want to come back, you come. If you must do it, you don't leave it out for you. Come back home. This is love. So please, give them hope. The girls are your daughters are almost hopeless in their husband's houses. There is nothing. When the man sees that this is how you are, there is no hope for them. They don't material because they know that the men know that the husband of their husband, they have no soul that will manage, that will enjoy. If they know that they have hope and they have a choice, they can even go back. There is something for them. If they treat them well. Because sometimes it's apparent that assign this sickness to them in their matrimonial houses. Because they see that, after all, they are not dying, there is no hope. You go back to your husband. Sometimes even brothers will tell them, you are married, you have no stay here. It's not fair, Didi, honestly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Muriel. Muriel has spoken as a woman. Didi, any comments on the song by Tony Brown? leave Jude. Just leave Jude. My answer to your question is that females are better caregivers than the males. Because of their compassionate nature, the males carry on with a family name or legacy. Clinton, Mr. Fresh in Port Harcourt. So if they are better caregivers, what is their benefit for giving care? They're just supposed to care and nurture. And then after they have cared and nurtured, they have labored. They're supposed to live with thank you. You do it for your mama. You do it for your papa. Nigerian film. I mean, you would take into cognizance the fact that in other climes, people are paying for caregivers for their parents that are sick, old. They have busy schedules. They don't expect the daughters who have their careers and their life put together and the ambition to come home and start parent sitting. You know, when you babysit a baby, is babysitting. So when you care and give, I think it should be parent sitting. Parent sits the parents. No. Over here, it's a norm, right? Daddy they sick. One of the daughters come back home, or they take daddy to the daughter's house. Mommy know well. Oh yeah, now how we go do am now? Now let's also understand that even when the daughters, the parents do not have daughters, the huge burden falls on the daughter-in-laws to take care. So they are moving to their son's house, but the person that is saddled with the responsibility of caring for them is the daughter-in-laws. And I ask, why is the burden of care not distributed as equally as the desire for inheritance? Your father know well, the boy child hears, or the male child hears. Don't worry, go do all right. The most they do is send funds. But for some very, what's the word I'm looking for? So children that seems like they are looking for your downfall, they're already counting down to your demise because they know the things they are likely going to inherit. So is there an equal expectation in your own family regarding who should inherit the property versus who should provide the full-time care? If property and wealth were legally divided equally among all children, do you believe the responsibility for parental care would also become more equally shared? Why or why not? Nigeria Info, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, yeah. My take on this, you cannot compare a woman. I think the responsibility that men carries to the responsibility that a woman also carries too. Because a man is the head of the family. So both his own family, like the one he gets married